So accounts receivable is just opposite to accounts payable. In accounts payable, we do purchase, and here we do sales. Once you understood the accounts payable, it's like mostly like you understood the process. Just few things, yeah, would be new. Whatever we do in accounts payable, we do opposite here in accounts receivable. For example, there we have outgoing payment, so here we have incoming payment. There we book expenses, here we book revenue. Okay, same thing, same steps for the configuration we will be having. Like we first of all we will configure the account group, define account group with the screen layout. Similarly, we have created groups for vendor. So let us create here also C001 is domestic. Foreign customer. So we have two C001 is for domestic, C002 is for foreign customers. Okay. Then we are going to create the number range and create the number range. So the number range which we create for customer and vendor master, is it a company code dependent or it's a client level?
It is at client level.
Yes, right. Or we can use the existing any number, right?
Yes. Yes.
So let us use 1 and 2, or not 1 and 2, we'll say 5 and 6. 0, 5. Five and 6 number range we identified that we are going to assign in the group. This one 0, 5. So these are the two number ranges we have. Save the transport. Configuration point of view, this is the baseline settings we have done. Now if you want to have the dual control for like vendor master we had, right, for confirmation of the change, same thing I think you can have for customer also. Okay, now let us create a customer master. So what is the transaction code to create the customer master?
F D
01
D 02 03
03.
0.
2 is for display.
2 is change.
2 is for. Okay, what are the transaction code for vendors we had? So there we use XK 01 02 XK 03. So if you use this transaction code, then what is the input you need to give? Like in case of FD or FK01, if you want to create what you have to give, you have to give company code, you have to give account group, right? This is the input field. Based on this, vendor number would be automatically, if the number range is internal, automatically vendor number would be created by system. If it is external number range, then you have to give the number here for the vendor, and then you enter and fill rest of the details.
Yes. Yes.
But if you use XK01, then what happens? What are the inputs? What are the inputs now? What is the change in this screen?
Purchasing organization.
Right. So in addition to other two inputs, now we have purchasing organization also. You have to give the purchase organization, means this customer or this vendor is under which purchase organization.
Okay.
So when it comes to the integration and FI, then we need to understand the structure of org structure, whether they have a single purchase organization or they have different purchase organizations. So there is also, they have the linkage, like in FI we have company to company code linkage. Similarly, they will also have plant, sales organization, purchase organizations. Is it one-to-one relationship with the company or one-to-n, like one company code can have multiple purchase organizations. So if there are two different purchase organizations in so that we need to select. If we created this vendor for purchase organization 1, tomorrow if they need the same vendor for purchase organization 2, then how you do? You have to extend it. Yes. Okay, how you can extend, since we don't have purchase organization, so I can show you the demo with the FK02.
Okay.
So, yeah, not FK02. This would be FK01. Okay, so in FK01 we used to create vendor master. But if you want to extend it to other company code, for example, so let us say this vendor 41. Okay, 41 vendor was created under company code TE01. If you want this vendor for RN01, right? So how can you do that? I have given company code RN01. Now, what do you see here? Is this the same screen? When you create FK01 for your company code, the new vendor, for example, FK01, TE01. So here what you need to give? You have to give the account group. Okay, I don't remember. So how should I find it? What is the account group?
But I think T001 is the account. T001.
No, but I don't know. I want to be sure which is the account group for my vendor.
Okay.
In code TE01, how should I check which is the account group? I don't have access to configuration screen SPRO.
Okay. I don't remember.
immediately tables should come to your mind. You should remember the tables. What are the tables? Always I said in the last class,
Oh.
the mostly whatever the question arises for the reports, data and all, we look for the tables. We don't think about the standard transition codes, programs.
Okay.
Right? Always tables should be in your mind. So which table?
LFA1 or LFB1? I think
You tell me which table.
LF
We should
LFB1.
B1 is for company code. Okay. And LFA1 is general data. And account group you will always get in the general ledger, in the general data.
Okay.
The vendor which I was creating here is this one. So let me give this vendor here because I cannot give company code here. This is a general data. So yeah, how many data kind of data or segment we have in the vendor master?
3 types of segment.
Okay, what are those?
General data segment, company code segment, and purchasing organization segment.
What is the use of these segments, different segments? So LFA1 for which segment?
If any vendor is at general data segment, then we can extend that our company code.
Hmm. Our company code means what? What about other company code? My company code.
We can extend to my company code.
So okay, so you can say that general data can be used by any company codes.
No, for that we have to extend to that company code first.
That is what used means what? You can extend it to any company code.
Yes.
If there is general data created, that can be utilized by any company code. For that, you just have to create the company code segment for that vendor or customer. That can be, but the general data can be used by any company code once it is extended to that company code. So, okay, so in LFA1, we have account group, we can find it here. So you should be able, what kind of information I get from LFA1, what kind of information I get from company code table LFB1. So explore these tables, pass the vendor accounts, create the different vendor master, pass in these tables, compare these both the tables, take the dump of or like download these into Excel sheet, do comparison, what field is available here, what is not here. Right?
Yeah.
Okay, and then what is for purchase organization table?
Purchase that not
I also don't know. Is this the one?
vendor master purchase organization. Purchasing organization data.
So since we have not created purchase organization, we can check for some other purchase organizations. Okay, this is the, for example, so you can make a note of this table LFM1, vendor master report, purchase organization. So now we have 3 tables, 3 segments. Okay, fine. So what I was doing, yeah, so when I create a new vendor master using FK01, what I give here company code, account group, press enter. Right? So what do you see this screen? This screen is for general data.
Yes.
This screen is for general data means there is no record created for this vendor before. Now you are going to create everything from the scratch. Whereas if you see in this screen also what I did, I just put customer number and company code, which is new company code, other company code than TE01. Transaction code you can see FK01 only. But now this screen is different. This is not this screen.
Yes.
Right? This screen for general data, but here what you see, this screen is for company code data. Company code data screen, right? Where we assign the recon account.
Recon account.
So why the general data screen is not coming?
Because we are extending that vendor to other company code.
Yeah, and the general data is already created when we created this vendor master for company code TE01. That time general data was created. Also, the company code segment was also created, but that was for TE01. Now we want to use this vendor for RN01. So we will go to FK01. We'll give the vendor number there and our new company code RN01. Press enter. So then system will skip the general data because system understood that you have given the company code there and vendor number is also you have given. That means vendor general data is already created. Now you want to update only the company code data. So this is how we can extend the vendor master. Now I think these are the GL accounts for your company code. Let's say domestic vendor. Yes, enter. This payment term is also for company code specific. All these screens are for company code specific. Now this vendor 300041, if I check in the table level SC16N, company code table, which is the table for company code level segment?
LFB1.
Yes, vendor number 300041. And I'm not giving the company code and execute. So you can see this vendor is now available in 2 company codes.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Okay. Now, why we are discussing vendors? Because similar functionality we have for the customers. So, what would be the transaction code for here customer?
XD01, logistic vendor.
Right, XT01, XT02, XT03. But here, this is for purchase organization. And here what it would be?
Sale organization.
Sales org data. Sales organization would be created by SD people, sales and distribution consultants. Purchase organization data will be created by material management consultants. Yeah. For us, if you want to create a vendor master, which we are going to use within FI only, we don't have any link with the ST module or MM module, then we will be using FD01 or FK01.
Okay.
Now let us create a vendor master using /n FD01. So here you have to select the group. It should be C001. This one C001. And we don't give the customer number. This would be created internally by the system. Company code is given there. This reference number, if already one customer is created and with that reference of that customer, if you want to create the new customer so that few information will get copied like address, few things. Okay, if it is similar, then you take the reference company code and customer. But if you don't have any reference, so leave it blank and just give company code and account group and click on continue. India. Same thing we will give here. You can expand this field from here. If you click on here, other fields will also be displayed. Yeah, so but mandatory is these fields. Then in the payment transaction tab, like customer account number. Why we need to maintain the customer account number, by the way? Because customer is going to pay to us. We are not going to pay to the customer, right?
Yes. Customer bank account number. If in case of there is a debit memo, and if we want,
Correct. Yes, in case of debit memo, if say like there is a credit balance of the customer, so we need to pay so that we can pay from here. Also, there is a concept called the direct debit. In some countries, it is used that we will take the mandate from customer that every month, okay, we will run the payment program and we will generate a file, and that file we will send to the bank wherein we will mention the vendor account number, all the things, this bank details, and the amount will automatically will be deducted from customer's account.
Okay.
And this will be deposited in your account. Like if like you have signed, like if you purchased any online product, say for example Google service, select YouTube Premium. Okay. That if you purchase that, so every month 129 or whatever the plan you have, automatically that will be deducted from your account.
Yes.
Right. Yeah, and also like from Teams subscription, that amount once you have given the information, right, with the, and they will send you the message for the mandate that this is the mandate. Okay, so every month this amount on this date would be deducted, or you can say your loan EMI, how it gets deducted from your bank account. So it is a similar thing. For that we need to give, we would need the bank account number of customer.
Okay.
Yeah. Then rest are optional. Okay. Then we go to company code data. This is a general data screen. Go to company code data. So in the company code data, we need to mention the reconciliation account. Do we have the reconciliation account? Let me check.
Domestic customer, yes, there is 109.
Yeah, it is there, right? And then payment transactions, the payment term and all, payment method, I think we mention here only payment method. Same thing, like for vendor also we have. So payment term. This means if you say give payment term to, that means if customer is paying you within 14 days, you are liable to give some discount, 3% discount to the customer.
Yes.
But in case of accounts payable, we are going to receive the cash discount 3%. Here we are going to give the 3% cash discount. So as I said, this is just opposite to accounts payable in simple language. Then let us save this customer master. We have saved FT03. Okay, this vendor master, customer master is saved. Yes. General data, company code data. Yeah, this one we have created. Okay, now what left? We have created customer master. We have done the basic configurations. Now we have to do transaction postings.